evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday night net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net we call every Thursday at 8 p.m. on the frequency of 146.460. No PL tone, no offset. My name is Sean, and my call sign is KE0MAD. While it's not an emergency net, if anyone has an emergency traffic at any time, please call break. Does anyone have any emergency traffic at this time? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. The gold Simplex net is communicated as far as possible, direct to antenna to antenna without the use of a repeater, testing the effectiveness of our stations. I'll be using net logger for check-ins on the net, so if you wish to check in early, you can monitor the Oars net there. Let's see here. The net is being streamed live on my YouTube channel, Ham Radio K0MAD. So if you want to say any sound or miss part of the net, you can just search my call sign on YouTube to find it. Let's see here. We've got the club meeting coming up tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Saturday, at 6 p.m. if you want to eat, 7 p.m. if you just want to catch the meeting at the Happy House. Also, on Saturday at 12 noon at the Botanical Gardens in Springfield, we'll be having the fox hunt. So we're going to meet in the main parking lot, far east side of the parking lot, which will be the very back of the parking lot if you want to join us. Do we have any announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. How about any short time or mobile check-ins? All right, nothing heard there. Well, we'll move up top of the net logger list, which is Dave, KE6GAE, over in Rogersville. Well, Dave, how'd the net go? I only was able to catch part of it there a little bit ago.
KE0MAD and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. That went good. After you pointed out my mic wasn't working, I figured out OBS, decided it didn't know what microphone to use, so it just disconnected my mic. So I had to connect that back. But other than that, the net went good.
Glad I'm not the only one.
OBS, this new version, seems to have a mind of its own. Everything I like about it, but yeah, it's got some quirks to it. Other than that, looking forward to the fox hunt this Saturday. And looking for work to be over. Wish could have taken tomorrow off, but too many people in the department took it off, so I couldn't take tomorrow off. But other than that, we'll see everybody Saturday. And thanks for doing the net. KE6GAE back to net control.
Yeah, all right, Dave. I'll put this on full screen if you're watching. Look at this setup I made here. Yeah. Cheap Baofeng radio and attenuator on the side of it, and it covers a PTT switch. So that's going to work out pretty good for people that have never done it before.
That is nice. That's a nice setup, Sean.
Yeah, if they show up in time, I'll have 3 of those. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I got 4 radios, but 3 attenuators. All right, Dave, good signal tonight. A little over 5, a little bit of over 5 on the signal there. And appreciate you checking in. And we'll see you on Saturday. Next on the list, N0MLP Marvin up in Greenfield. Greenfield. How you doing?
Well, good evening, Sean. Everybody else out there on the net. Doing pretty good. Just been working a little more on this Meshtastic solar node here that I'm putting together. Other than that, just been helping the wife. She had to get some shots in her back, so she's been pretty down. I don't know. I think they burnt some nerves or something in there. But anyway, other than that, just trying to enjoy the weather and not get blown away. Well, with that, we'll send it back to you, Sean. Appreciate it. And we'll say 73s, N0MLP.
All right, Marvin. Well, I heard you nice and loud. 5.9 with the preamp on, so That's a bummer to hear. Hopefully she starts feeling better with that. I know she was pretty sore there after the ham fest. All right, Marvin, thanks for checking in. And I know you and Bob are going to the last I heard you guys were going to the ham fest, so have fun down there. And we'll move up to or down to N7LP Lee in Mount Vernon.
Hey, Sean on the net. Looking forward to the box hunt this weekend, and be there. Wife's going on as well. She wants to take a look at the botanical stuff there, but we're going to definitely participate. And we went to the spotter class last night and talked to some of the emergency coordinators in the area, and they're getting very involved with mesh tastic. Talked to them about it a little bit, explained that you're kind of building some of the network in the area, or helping build some of the network in there. They were really excited about that. So I think mesh tastic is going to take off big time because emergency coordinators are thinking about utilizing it for just what it was designed for. Then 7LP back to next one.
All right, Lee. Yeah, definitely a lot going on right now with it. We got some new ones coming on, and trying to get some into some strategic areas to really spread the network out. So that's what we're working on right now, is getting them in strategic spots. Which, you know, I know they say flood the network with lots of them. I think it's more important to flood the network with ones with advantage of terrain. Anyway, hey, thanks for checking in, Lee, and maybe we'll see you there on Saturday. Next, we'll move down to KF60Z Mel in Mount Vernon.
Good evening. How's everything over there? Everything is well here. Things are going along pretty good. Actually got out and mowed some grass today. Boy, it sure was getting big. You're coming in real good here tonight. Thanks for running the net, KF60Z.
Well, yeah, Mel, you're coming in real good. 5'8" and a little bit, almost 5'9". Hope you're doing well. And you gonna make the club meeting on Saturday?
I think so. I expect to be there.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you, Mel. Thanks for jumping in and checking on the net tonight. I definitely do appreciate it. And let's see here. We're at the bottom of the list. This is K0MAD looking for over-the-air check-ins.
Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike.
Oh my gosh, he does know how to use the radio on the nets. Bob, KA0RM, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd get in there instead of watching television in there. Sitting about to go to sleep. Beautiful day today again. May cool off a little bit tomorrow, but yeah, Marvin's not going to get to go with me. I don't guess to Oklahoma, so just Vay, Mom, and I. So anyway, Callista's been feeling pretty rough since she had her back injections there, so that's going to change things there. Anyway, I don't know much else to say there, so just like I said, it's been beautiful weather though. Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have fun running over there with Nevaeh. All right, Bob, we'll travel safely down there on Saturday and try and get yourself a parking spot that's not 10 miles from the door.
Well, I got to be there at 7 o'clock. I got 3 tables, so hopefully I'll be down there early enough. K-A-Z-R-M.
Okay, Bob. Catch you later. 1x1 signal. All right, this is K0MAD on the bottom of the list again. We're looking for over-the-air check-ins.
KE0HFS.
Joe, KE0HFS over in Billings. How you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. Got done with my daughter's game, and I'm just taking it easy at the house.
All right. Yeah, I totally forgot you'd had that G2. And then after I started messaging, I remember you did have it. But it's weird. I'm seeing your station coming in at fair signal now. So that's, I don't know, maybe just the way the weather is. Who knows? Anyway, hope you're doing well, and are you going to be able to make it to the meeting or the fox hunt? I can't remember.
What's the times on that?
The fox hunt's in Springfield at 12 noon at the Botanical Gardens. And then the meeting, of course, is at 7 for the meeting, or 6 if you want to eat and shoot the breeze.
Okay, I'll write that down and see if I can make it.
Okie dokie, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking in, Joe. Good signal as usual from over there in Billings. All right, well, we'll say 7-3 to you, and we'll call one more time for over-the-air check-ins on the omnidirectional antenna. All right, well, now we're pointed to the southeast. We're on the beam, and we're on the flat side. This is KE0MAD. Looking for over-the-air check-ins. Please call now.
Paul, KD0, EOA, Cape Fair.
Paul, KD0EOA over in Cape Fair. How you doing?
Well, pretty good. Got a little project here fiddling with. I've been trying the last few days to get kind of get out of winter mode and start doing other stuff outside. Did a little raking and burning, and just trying to transition back over to warmer weather.
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. That's where I'm at right now. I'm actually going to have to mow the yard this weekend. I was trying to put that off just as long as I possibly could.
Yeah, I might be able to give it another week or so. I got more weeds than grass.
Well, that's kind of what my yard's looking like right now. But, oh well, once we mow it, it'll all start looking good again. Then I'll have to mow it every single weekend for the first 2 months.
Yeah, and if we get more rain, that sometimes cuts it down even less than that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I hope we get plenty of hay out of it this year. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Paul, 5 and 7, great signal tonight, and appreciate you checking in and being pretty faithful to the net there. Do appreciate that. Anyway, Paul, KD0EOA, KE0MAD 73.
All right, well, thanks for doing the net. You've had a good signal here, nice and quiet, clear, and hope to hear from you next week, 73.
All right, Paul, 7-3. All right, let me switch over here. All right, we're on the vertical side. This is KE0MAD, and we're still pointed to the southeast, looking for over-the-air check-ins. Please call now. All right, we're going to run it up just a little bit further north, maybe pointed it a little bit more at Branson direction, maybe a little bit north of Branson. This is KE0MAD, looking for over-the-air check-ins.
Yeah, I got to turn his audio down. It about blows me out of the seat, which means it turns my audio down too.
All right, we're pointed straight east. This is KE0MAD, looking for any more over-the-air check-ins. Please call now.
KE6GAE recheck.
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, you pointed at me now. Should have a better signal on your radio now, because I know I got you at 10 over.
Yep, you're at a straight-up S7 now, so you picked up a couple S units. That's pretty normal, about 2 S. Well, that's pretty good. 2 S units is, what is that, 12 dB of gain? And I know that beam isn't that much more gain than the Omni, so I don't know. But it seems to do a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, that beam definitely has some ears. All right, back to net control. K6GA.
All right, Dave. Hey, thanks for jumping in there on the recheck. All right, we're still pointed east. We have any more check-ins to the east? Please call now. All right, pointed northeast towards Springfield. This is K0MAD. And we're still looking for over-the-air check-ins. Please call now. All right, pointed north up towards Stockton. This is K0MAD. Do we have any over-the-air check-ins? All right, looking northwest, a little bit south of northwest. This is K0MAD, looking for over-the-air check-ins over towards Joplin and Carthage. All right, we're looking southwest. Final call on the beam. This is K0MAD, looking for any last-minute check-ins to the southwest. Please call now. All right, we're back on the omnidirectional for any last-minute check-ins or any final comments for the net. So if anybody wishes to do so, please call now. All right. Hey, we had 8 check-ins, including myself, and it's pretty awesome outside, so that's where I would probably want to be right now, so I would attribute it to that. Anyway, we'll say 7.3, and we're going to let the frequency go back to normal amateur use. 7.3. This is K0MAD.